Hi all, Bill Greenberg with PhoneScholar.com. Today is Wednesday, November 10th, 2010, and yes, for those of you that wrote in and let me know, I did get the date wrong yesterday. I said it was the 8th when it was actually the 9th, so I do appreciate the fun corrections that we had. And a lot of stuff today, so let's get to it. I don't want to make this a 20-hour video. But to check out, I'm going to give you brief summaries. To check out the entire articles, go to www.phonescholar.com. And of course, send me questions at blogquestions@phonescholar.com. And here we go. Samsung Continuum for Verizon. First impressions in video. And there's a new Galaxy S phone for Samsung called the Continuum. And it's a pretty cool phone. There's a special feature I'll talk about in a second, but I do have the video on there to check it out. It has basically all the same features as the Fasten 8 that's already on Verizon, and it also has a 3.4-inch screen and a 1.8-inch ticker screen. I'll go over that in a second. They did add a dedicated camera button for it, which is really cool, but there's no front-facing camera, and it's going to be just like everything else, $200 with a 2-year guarantee minus rebates. Excuse me, yeah, minus rebates. Anyway, this ticker, which is on the bottom, you'll see in the video, is really cool. It's a dedicated screen all by itself. On the left-hand side of the ticker, it has a dedicated weather button. So if you want the weather in your area, you just click on the button and it gives it to you, and it's interactive and you can do stuff in there. Then there's the time, and then on the right side is a list. Whenever you get emails, Facebook, Twitter, any notifications, anything, the ticker notifies you that that's coming in. And so that way you don't have to get out of the app or whatever you're doing in the main part of the phone, and it's really, really cool. You'll see it on the bottom. It also has a history screen on there, so you can press the history button and then it will go into the main part of the phone, the screen, and you can see everything you're doing. But again, if you're in the middle of an app and somebody calls or somebody sends you an email or something, on the bottom ticker, it automatically does that, and it's really, really cool. Check out the video. I think you'll really like it. Romance is dead. People prefer taking their phones to bed. And I put this article in here because I'm guilty of this. Now, I take my phone into the bedroom every night because I don't have a landline phone. That's my only phone. But as this article says, they interviewed 3,000 people in the UK, and 57% of the people who wake up check their phone first, and I'm one of those. I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is I check my phone to see what emails and stuff I had. So I'm guilty, but a couple other numbers: 88% check the phone as part of their morning ritual, like brushing their teeth, drinking coffee. 68% said they felt much better prepared when they checked their phone. 25% said they would check their phone if they got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, which I don't think I've done that yet, but I wouldn't be surprised to put myself in that category. 33% said they would rather spend a half an hour on their phone before going to bed rather than reading a book in bed. And then 44%, there's a whole bunch of other percentages there. You got to read the article, but 44% did admit they were addicted to their smartphone. So if you're one of those people, check it out. You'll enjoy the article. Next, Sprint ZTE put Peel on iPod Touch, and there's a new product called a Peel, which is a cradle-type device. It's a small cradle that wraps around the iPhone, the iPod, either 2G or 3G, and it basically lets you use the Sprint 3G system for doing web browsing and stuff on your iPod Touch. Really cool. It won't handle voice calling from Sprint, but you can use the Skype voice over IP application and then possibly use that for calls. So basically, you're almost turning your iPod into an iPhone. It's $79.99. There is a $29.99 monthly fee for that with no contract through Peel, and it looks really cool. So take a look at the pictures on there. Take a look at the article. If that's something you were interested in, I think it would be good for you. Next, Opera Mobile 10.1 for Android hits public beta. And basically, for those of you who don't know, Opera is another web searching device, kind of like Firefox or any of those, but it's supposed to be one of the fastest out there. And it has pinch and zoom now. It is a free application. It boasts faster page loading with the Opera Turbo, and it looks like a really cool thing. Now, this is a beta version, so there may not be absolutely everything in there, but you can download it, and they should have the full version out sometime soon that will have some extra features in it. So go ahead and check out that article if that's what you're looking for. I think it'd be great for you. Under categories, Verizon and Andrew, Motorola Citrus, available tomorrow on the VZW network. And this is a really nice 2.1 Android phone for only $50 after rebate. Really good deal. 3-inch touchscreen, multifunction touchscreen. It is also considered a green phone. 25% post-consumer recycled plastic. It's carbon-free, PVC-free, and BFR-free. The box it comes in is 80% recycled, and manual is 100% recycled. It has backtrack on it, so it will, the touch panel on back, so you can do for scrolling like some of the previous Motorola phones has. It has the Moto Blur on there. Again, like I said, a full capacitive touchscreen, 3 megapixel camera, has a micro SD card, and about 6.5 hours of talk time. So for a very inexpensive, good Android smartphone, there you go. Motorola Citrus. Next, Verizon has also announced a Samsung Zeal. This is under the Verizon category. And it has e-ink back to the Verizon Wireless. And basically e-ink it's a dual hinge phone, so you can flip it open like a clamshell or turn it over and flip it over, and then you have a QWERTY phone in front of you with the screen like this, kind of like the Alias and the Alias 2 was. And with the e-ink, it's cool. When you flip it open, the actual characters will change for you, so you can use it for typing. 2 megapixel camera, micro SD slot, $80 with the 2-year rebate. So check that out. If you're not looking for a smartphone, not having to pay the extra for that, here's a very good alternative for you for $80. Check it out. Next, under AT&T and BlackBerry, AT&T cuts price of RIM's BlackBerry Torch smartphone in half. They've cut it in half to $99.99. Now, they have absolutely claimed it has nothing to do with the lack of sales. They said the sales are just fine on this. It is due to competition because places like Best Buy, Wirefly, and Amazon are selling it for much, much less. In fact, Amazon is selling it for a penny based on some factors. So that's why they're cutting it in half for the price competition. So check it out. If you're looking for the BlackBerry Torch, if you've been waiting, $100, or you can go to one of the websites, obviously, and pick it up for much less. That's all I got for today. I hope it wasn't too long, and I hope I didn't go too fast. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow.